And we welcome you to the Toyota Center here in Houston, Texas. I am Vinny from vdubproductions. Welcome back to my 2025-2026 season playthrough content for my NBA2K26 project here. It is Game 3 of the Western Conference Semifinals featuring the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Houston Rockets. And let's look at the starting lineups here. For the Thunder at guards, SGA and Dort, Williams and Holmgren at the forwards, and Hartenstein at center. And for the Rockets at guards, you have Holiday and Thompson, Durant and Easton at the forwards, and Şengün at center. The Rockets came into Oklahoma City, didn't just take one, they took both games. As we are underway here, the Rockets will win the tip as Aaron Holiday feeds it over to Kevin Durant. You have 15 on the shot clock here. KD still averaging over 40 points a game this postseason. KD coming around, he's got to step out of bounds here. That'll be Thunder ball. First turnover of the game. They had 8 of those in Game 2, so they got to work on those. Harlan, Anthony Jefferson would be the game commentary call if I was using the game commentary, but you get me instead. Dort, he'll shoot the 3. That's good. Logan Dort and the Thunder on top 3-0 early on. Gives it over to Holiday. Aaron Holiday feeds it over to Şengün. He'll shoot the 3. He'll miss it. SGA grabbing a rebound. Feeds it over to Jalen Williams. The J.A. Williams. Oh! Durant had a piece of it. Thompson will eventually come down with the rebound after the Thunder had a second chance. Holiday feeds it over to Thompson. Thompson back over to Holiday. Holiday over to Şengün. Şengün with a slam dunk, and the Rockets are on the board. Alperen Şengün, 21.7 points a game, 1.3 steals a game. In the 3 games they played against each other in the regular season, as SGA with the bucket with the layup there, it's 5-2 Oklahoma City here. He's it back over to Tari Eason. Eason is it back over to Thompson. Here the Let's Go Rockets chant. Şengün slam dunk. And he has 4 points already in this game. He averaged 17.9 points a game during the regular season in general. Şengün actually had 12 points in that Game 2 victory as well with 18 rebounds. Big reason, his double-double. Big reason why they took the first 2 games. Logan Dort with the 3, and it's 8-4. Dort had 20 points in that Game 2 loss. The Oklahoma City Thunder in Game 1 had an early 13-point lead. As see Şengün coming around with the bucket. It's 8-6. 3 of 4 shooting already for him. He has scored every point so far for the Rockets. Holmgren coming over to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA coming around with the layup. That is good. SGA. That's 4 for him already. During the regular season, he had averaged 35.9 points a game on the road away from the Paycom Center. So he's definitely really good. He averaged 36.3. Durant, that bucket is good. He's the first player other than Şengün to score. Kevin Durant had 40 points in that Game 2 victory. He's had himself a lot of 40-point games. SGA with the shot. That's no good. Şengün grabbing a rebound. Is it over to KD? KD back over to Tari Eason. Eason feeding it over to Şengün. 10 on the shot clock. Şengün, he'll put the shot up, no good. Hartenstein grabbing a rebound. He had 13 of those in the Game 2 loss. He had 7 points in that Game 3, in that Game 2 loss, but Holmgren will get the bucket there. In the playoffs, look at that. 97 points combined for Chet Holmgren already here. So we have a timeout called by the Rockets here. We're going to take one as well. 12-8, Thunder on top. Let's look at the league leaders' field goal percentage in the playoffs so far. Alperen Şengün, 5th in the league with 72.8% shooting from the field. That may not be a big score, but he does shoot effectively. Şengün will take, speaking of him, will take that inbound pass. Holiday feeding it over to Kevin Durant. 13 on the shot clock. KD with the shot. That is no good. Jalen Williams grabbing a rebound. Feeding it over to SGA. 13 on the shot clock. His Thunder up by 4 already. As I said, the Thunder lost the first 2 games at home in this series. Feeds it over to Holmgren. 2 on the shot clock. Holmgren will shoot the 3. That's no good. At the time of the recording of this game, OKC actually has a 3-0 series lead against the Houston Rockets, and we're going to count it. Jalen Williams called for his first personal foul, first team foul. 12-10 right now is the score. And a chance for a 3-point play for Kevin Durant coming up. But as I mentioned, though, the Thunder lost the first 2 games, so they got off to hot starts, though. They had a 13-point lead in that first half against the Thunder, against the Rockets. And then they also had a 16-point lead in Game 2. And the Rockets were able to come back and win both of those games. And the Rockets are looking to try to put a stranglehold in this series. As you see, Durant will hit the free throw here. 12-11, OKC on top. Approaching 5 minutes into the first quarter. Dort will shoot it. No good. Holiday grabbing a rebound. Almost lost it for a second. Shoot it over to Tari Eason. Back over to Kevin Durant. Durant, he'll shoot the 3. That is no good. Chet Holmgren grabbing a rebound. SGA has it for the Thunder. Jalen Williams will shoot the 3. That's in there. Jalen Williams, the Jalen Williams. He had 21 points in that Game 2 loss. Tari Eason feeds it back over to Thompson, over to Kevin Durant. 13 on the shot clock, feeding it over to Şengün. Şengün coming around with the layup. That's no good. Holmgren will come down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Luguentz Dort. 15 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to Holmgren. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Kevin Durant grabbing a rebound. Feeds it back over to Thompson. Thompson back to Şengün. Oh, and Holmgren had a piece of it. Hartenstein will come down with it. SGA crosses the half-court line. Finds Jalen Williams for 3. That's in there. 18-11 for OKC. They are on top right now. They're looking to try to get back into the series here for the defending champions. Şengün feeds it back over to Eason. Tari Eason over to Thompson. At 6 on the shot clock. Thompson. He'll come around. He'll get the layup. That's good. And that will put an end to that quick 6-0 run. As we see Amen Thompson averaging 17 points, 8.5 rebounds, and 7.5 assists in the series. Over to SGA. That bucket is no good. Amen Thompson coming down with the rebound. Thompson feeds it back over to Holiday. He'll shoot the 3. That is no good. Chet Holmgren coming down with the rebound. Luguentz Dort feeds it back over to Holmgren. 15 on the shot clock. Holmgren feeds it over to SGA. 5 on the shot clock. 4 on the shot clock. SGA coming around with the layup. That's good. He puts a shot up. 20-13, OKC on top. 36.3 points a game SGA average during the regular season. At KD. And he'll get the layup. That's good. Field goals, 8-15 for the Thunder, 7-14 for the Rockets here as we have another timeout called. 4:08 to play in the first. The Thunder leading it 20-15. We'll be back. We are back here in Houston, 4:08 to play in the first. Let's look at the lineups at SGA, Wallace, Caruso, Jalen Williams, and Hartenstein. And for the for the Rockets, let's see, Shepard, Thompson. Oh, I hate when that happens. So we have Shepard, Thompson, Capella. As you see, Jalen Williams still in the game. SGA feeding it over. He'll get the layup. That's good. So it is SGA with 8 points. So we have Capella, Shepard, Thompson. Let me see here. Smith Jr. and KD out on the court. All right, so that is a complete lineup set for both teams here. So we're under 4 to play here. 22-15. Thompson, he'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Hartenstein grabbing a rebound. I said Hartenstein had 13 of those in game number 2 in that loss. He's averaging 12.5 rebounds a game, 10 points a game right now. So he did have 13 in game 1, followed by 7. Hartenstein with the offensive rebound and a tip in. It's a 9-point lead, a 12-4 run. 12-4 run. Durant coming around with a layup. That's good. And he needed that one. As you see, Kevin Durant averaging 36 points a game, 4.5 rebounds, and 3 assists during the conference finals. And Hartenstein with another slam dunk. That's 4 for him. He only had 4.5 points average during the postseason starting the series, but those 13 points and 7 rebound, 13-point and 7-point game in the first 2 games have averaged it up to only the 6. Has raised his average up to 6.3 points a game as Wallace. Reaching foul there. Holmgren will check in. Kenrick Williams will check in. Hartenstein going to take a seat. And let's see for the Rockets. Shepard. And we got Okogie, Tate, Smith Jr., and Capella. It's 9-point lead for the Thunder right now. Jayshawn Tate. He's it over to Reed Shepard. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Jalen Williams, the J-A-L-E-N Williams, will make the bucket, get the rebound there. Got Jalen Williams coming around. He'll shoot it. That's good. Jalen Williams averaging 23 points during the postseason, as well as 4.7 rebounds a game and 4.7 assists per game. And it's an 11-point lead for the Thunder. As I said, they're in this situation many times, being up by double figures early on in the game. Reed Shepard will shoot the 3. That's no good. Kason Wallace grabbing the rebound. Thunder out-rebounding the Rockets 11-7. The Thunder actually had 41 rebounds a game in game number 2. The Rockets with 48 in total in game 2. Wallace, that's no good. Jabari Smith Jr. grabbing a rebound, feeding it over to Jayshawn Tate. Tate coming around. Inside the paint. Oh, Holmgren had a piece of that one. Kason Wallace here. Under a minute to play in the first. Feeds it over to Caruso. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Okogie grabbing a rebound. 45 to play in the first. Got 15 on the shot clock. Okogie, he'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Jalen Williams grabbing the rebound. He's over to Wallace. Back over to Holmgren. Holmgren with the slam dunk. It's a 13-point lead. 31 exactly to play here in the first. Reed Shepard. His father, Jeff Shepard, was a standout at Kentucky, playing on 3-team Final Four teams. Holmgren with the rebound. Actually, almost came close to a fourth. His dad actually came close to playing his entire career going to the Final Four, but fell short in the '99 Midwest Region Championship game. As that will do it for the first quarter here. It's been all Thunder right now. They're leading it 30-17 right now. I am Vinny from VDub Productions. If you like what you watch, hit the like button, subscribe, comment on this video. We'll be back to start the second quarter right after this. Getting ready to start the second quarter here in Houston. Holmgren will inbound it to Caruso. And we got Kason Wallace out on the court, as well as Kenrick Williams, and I believe that's Isaiah Joe. Yeah, it is Isaiah Joe, so that will complete the lineup set for the Thunder. Kenrick Williams, that shot is no good. Shingun back out on the court. Shepard on the court. I believe there's a shot up there that's no good. Wallace will come down with the rebound. 30-17 right now. So yeah, I was right. Wallace, Joe, Holmgren, Caruso, and Kenrick Williams for sure. Holmgren will shoot the 3. That's no good. So it is Smith Jr., Okogie, Finney-Smith, Shepard, and Shingun. So that's the lineup set for the Rockets here, as we're about a minute into the second quarter here. 30-17. Feeds it over to Şengün. Şengün finds it over to Okogie. Oh, he'll feed it over to Smith Jr., and he's not going to get the shot off in time. That was a very careless turnover there. You got to have better awareness in this. Look at the league leaders in three-point percentage this season. Jabari Smith Jr., Kevin Durant, and Lugan Stewart, all three of them at 2, 3, and 4 in the top 5, as we see Lugan Stewart checking in for Isaiah Joe. 1 minute into the second quarter, 30-17, the Thunder on top. The Rockets took the first 2 games of the series on the road. Wallace, that's no good. Şengün grabbing the rebound. Shepard will have it. Feeds it back over to Okogie. 15 on the shot clock. So this is actually a dire situation for the Rockets right now in my season playthrough. Feed it over to Finney-Smith. He'll shoot the 3. He'll miss it. Chet Holmgren grabbing the rebound. That's 16 already for the Thunder. As I said, they had 41 in all game number 2. Back over to Caruso here. 10 on the shot clock. Kenrick Williams feeding it over to Dort. Dort back over to Caruso. To Holmgren. 3 on the shot clock. Dort will shoot the 3. That's no good. Neither team has scored so far in the second quarter, and we're 2 minutes into the second quarter. 30-17, the Thunder on top, feeding it over to Smith Jr. Feeds it over to Shepard. Shepard, he'll get the icebreaker there. It took nearly over 2 minutes into the quarter to get the first 2 points. The Rockets still trailing by 11. To Chet Holmgren. Over to Cason Wallace here. 10 on the shot clock. Wallace will shoot the 3. That is no good. Okogie will get the rebound. 15 on the shot clock. Reed Shepard. He'll shoot the 3. Oh, wow. I'm surprised they didn't call a foul there as Lugan Stewart feeds it over to Caruso. Caruso. He'll shoot the 3. He'll miss it. Şengün grabbing a rebound over to Okogie here. No points for the Thunder in the last 3:40. Feeds it over to Şengün. Şengün. Oh, and he's fouled. Chet Holmgren, as we had a timeout called. 8:46 to play in the second. We're going to take a timeout as well. 30-19, the Thunder on top. Coming out of the timeout here, let's see. We got Wallace, Dort, Caruso, Jalen Williams, and Holmgren. And for the Rockets, Shepard, and I hate when they do that. Shepard, Durant, and could not see it as Şengün's going to go to the line shooting 2. He'll make the first one. 3 minutes and 14 seconds into the second quarter, and there's only 3 points scored so far. And Şengün will miss the second one. Wallace will feed it over to Caruso. Caruso back over to Jalen Williams. That bucket is good. That's 10 points for him. You see the field goals. 14-31 for the Thunder. 9-25 for the Rockets. It's a 12-point lead. The Rockets have not led in this game. They were not even tied, except 0-0. As you see, Durant will miss that one. Feeds it back over to Lugan Stewart. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Smith Jr. grabbing the rebound. 6 points for Lugan Stewart. 2 of 6 here. 2 of 5 from beyond the arc. Feeds it back over to Smith Jr. 13 on the shot clock to Durant. Durant, he'll shoot the 3. He'll miss the 3. Holmgren grabbing the rebound. Jalen Williams, as we're over 4 minutes into the second quarter. Holmgren. He's back to Caruso, back to Dort. He'll shoot the 3. He'll make the 3. It's a 15-point lead for Oklahoma City now. So we have 7.5 to play until halftime. KD holding on to that one right now. 10 on the shot clock. KD. He's going to come around the layup. That's no good. Caruso will come down with the rebound over to Lugan Stewart. Feeds it over to Wallace. Wallace with the slam dunk. It's 37-20. Durant will shoot the three. That's no good. Lugan-Stort will get the rebound. Feeds it over to Cason Wallace. Durant only 9 points on 4-10 shooting and 1 rebound. This is a guy who's averaging over 40 points a game in the postseason. Has 36 on average so far in the first 2 games of the series. Dort misses that one as well. KD coming around. He'll shoot. That is good. That's 11 for him. It's a 15-point lead again. And there's Jalen Williams. That is no good. Feeds it back over to Smith Jr. Back over to KD here. KD will pass it over to Okogie. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. Chet Holmgren grabbing a rebound over halfway through the second quarter. Low scoring game, 37-22. Make that 39-22. Timeout called by the Rockets. 5:41 to play in the second. We're going to take another timeout. OKC on top by 17. Coming out of the timeout here. 5:41 to play until halftime. SGA and Sorber checking into the game. And for the Rockets, we have Holiday Thompson checking into the game. As well as Thompson, I think, or Holiday, Thompson. I hate this, it goes by too fast here. 5.5 to play in the second, though. Durant. You gotta get the shot off, Thompson, he'll shoot the three. That's no good. Caruso grabbing a rebound. You gotta start taking shots at some point. Don't let the shot clock go down. Like OKC, they're just, you see the SGA with the three. They're up by 20. They don't let the shot clock just run down like that. You need to get yourself opportunities to get to the line. Durant holding on to it again. This is irritating me. And he's going to go to the line, shooting 2 as Caruso called for his first personal foul, second team foul. Durant will shoot the 2. He'll miss the first one here. Ousmane Dieng is coming into the game now. He's actually getting some meaningful minutes in this one. As Jabari Smith Jr. will check back into the game. Durant sinks the second one at least. The Rockets shooting 3 of 5 right now from the line. 0-0 for the Thunder. I don't think they have actually reached the line yet in this first half. They're up by 19, though. Feeds it over to SGA. That is in there. Make that 21-point lead. Caruso will get credit for the assist there. See, Caruso actually had 4 assists in the game 2 loss. Right now, though, the Thunder are leading it by 21. A win will get them back into the game, into the series, and will guarantee them going back to, you see, Amen Thompson with the layup there. We got the Thunder shooting 49%, the Rockets at 33%. The Thunder shot 45% in the game 2 loss. The Rockets shot 53%, but you see Durant coming down the rebound there, back over to Jabari Smith Jr. Lugan-Stort, 3 of 9 shooting, 2 assists, only 9 points for him. Feeds it back over to Aaron Holiday. Holiday, oh Holiday. He can make that D2. Okay, I need to stop doing that now. But the lead down to 17 now for the Thunder. Jalen Williams feeds it back over to Lugan-Stort. Under 3.5 to play until halftime. SGA, he'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Jabari Smith Jr. grabbing a rebound. Crossing the half-court line here. Amen Thompson, 15 on the shot clock. Coming around, Thompson. will get the slam dunk there, and that's 6 quick points. Thompson actually had 23 points in that Game 2 victory. SGA feeding it over to Dieng. He's back over to SGA. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. That's tipped. That's going to go out of bounds, and that will remain Thunder ball. 14 on the shot clock. Kevin Durant, league leaders in the playoffs, 41.6 points a game during the playoffs. We have substitution now on the court as we see the other Jalen Williams, the Jaylin Williams, and Isaiah Joe checking in. Lugan Stort will move positions. Get it over to Williams. The Jaylin Williams. So both Jalen Williams are on the court right now. So that's why I emphasize on the spelling. Because they have 2 Jalen Williams, 2 different spellings. Kevin Durant with the slam dunk. And that's 8 unanswered for the Rockets. Amen Thompson with the assist there. SGA, he'll shoot the 3. That is off the rim, and Easton will get the rebound. Aaron Holiday has it right now. Back over to Durant. He'll shoot the 2. That's in there. That's a 10-0 run. And the lead down to 11. That's 16 points for Kevin Durant. He might start to heat up here. Under 2 to play here in a second. 44-33. Thunder on top. SGA feeds it back over to Jalen Williams. And that was the Jaylin Williams. But you see, he'll miss it out. Easton coming around the layup. That's good. That's a 12-0 run by the Rockets. A minute and a half to play until halftime. The Rockets within 9 now. Over to Jaylin Williams. Had it for a second. SGA. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Durant coming down with the rebound, trying to get in closer. Smith Jr. with the slam dunk. That's 14 straight points. Rockets within 7. Under a minute to play until halftime. Isaiah Joe feeds it over to Jalen Williams. That's the Jaylin Williams. He'll miss that one. Easton coming with the rebound. Now Smith Jr. with it. And count it! 16 unanswered points. As the Thunder have gone almost 4 minutes scoreless here. Holmgren's checking back into the game for Jalen Williams. The other Jalen Williams, the Jaylin Williams, moving to small forward. But it's a 16-0 run. And the Rockets within 5. Make that 17-0 run, and now it's a set 4-point game. SGA feeds it over to Lugan Stort. The lead was 21 for a while. Now they're holding on to it. SGA still holding on to that one. He's going to come around. He'll get the layup up. That's good. That puts an end to a 16-0 or 17-0 run. Holiday. They can hold on for the last shot here. They're only trailing by 6 now. Holiday feeding it over to Durant. Durant coming around, get the layup with .2 to play in the second. And that will do it. The Thunder led by as many as 21. It was 44-23, but a 19-2 run by the Rockets, and they're now within 4 as we head to halftime. The score, the Thunder 46, Rockets 42. This is Game 3 of the Western Conference Semifinals. I am Vinny from vdubproductions. If you like what you see, hit the like button. Comment on this video. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do come out. And if you're able to support me financially, there is a link in the description down below to my Cash App. And that's a miss right there. I believe there's only 3 times I've seen somebody actually hit the half-court shot in the season playthrough. But I am Vinny from VDub Productions. We're going to send it to halftime. We will see you guys in the second half. We are back here in H-Town, getting ready to start the second half here. The Thunder leading at 46-42, but it was 44-23. As we see Kevin Durant highlights, he's starting to heat up. He was struggling for a long time, starting to heat up. Part of that 19-2 run, and that's the reason why it's now a 4-point game here. The starting lineups for both teams out start the second half. That is SGA, Dort, Williams, Holmgren, and Hartenstein. And you see Holiday, Thompson, Şengün, Durant, and Eason. Luguentz Dort will hit the three, and that was well needed there to start the third quarter. Their lead up to 7. They were up by as many as 21, but as I said, a 19-2 run. Durant, that shot is no good. Şengün getting the offensive rebound over to Eason. He'll shoot the three. He'll miss that one. SGA coming down with the rebound. Here the defense chants. As I said, Houston took the first 2 games on the road. Holmgren will shoot the three. That's good. 6 quick points, and the lead is up to 10 again. Aaron Holiday feeds it back over to Alperen Şengün. Over to Durant. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. Luguentz Dort grabbing the rebound. 18 for Durant with 4 rebounds on 8 of 16 shooting. 14 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to SGA. Back over to Luguentz Dort. 9 on the shot clock. Holmgren, he'll shoot the three. He'll make the three. That's 9 unanswered points to start the second quarter. Start the third quarter, I should say. And the lead is up to 13 again. KD feeds it over to Şengün. Şengün with a spin around move, and he'll go to the line, shooting 2. Hartenstein called for his first personal foul, first team foul. Thunder up by 13. They led by as many as 21 with like 4+ minutes to play in the half before a 19-2 run by the Rockets to end the first half. Got it to within 4. But 9 straight points by the Thunder to start this second half, and that will end that 9-0 run right there. Free throw made. It's 55-43. Thunder on top. This game, the only time this game was even tied was 0-0. Other than that, the Thunder have not trailed in this game. Şengün will hit them both. SGA feeds it back over to Luguentz Dort here. We have 10 on the shot clock right now here as we're approaching 2 minutes into the third quarter. Jalen Williams, the Jalen Williams, will feed it over to Dort. Dort will hit the three, and the lead is up to 14 again. Luguentz Dort had 9 in that first half. He now has 6 so far in this third quarter, and the lead is up to 14. He has 15 total. Amen Thompson, he'll lose it. Luguentz Dort will come with the steal. Dort feeding over to Jalen Williams. That's in there, and the lead is up to 17. 19-2 run to end the half for the Rockets. Now it's a 15-2 run to start the second half for the Thunder. We're going to have a timeout called. 9:36 to play in the third. We're back here in Houston. 9:36 to play in the third. Coming out of a timeout, the Thunder leading at 61-44. As I mentioned, Thunder were on top by 21 before a 19-2 run by the Rockets. Made it only a 4-point game to that halftime, but now it's a 15-2 run by the Rockets to start this third quarter, and the lead is up to 17 again. Holiday, he'll shoot the three. That is no good. Jalen Williams, the Jalen Williams, will get the rebound there. Williams feeds it over to Dort. Dort, that's good. That's another three, and the lead is up to 20 again. An 18-2 run, and I believe all their points have come from beyond the arc to start this third quarter. Holiday. He's it over, and he'll get the shot. That's no good, but Şengün will get the offensive rebound and the put in. 18-4 run the last 3:05, and yes, that is what I mean. Lugan-Stort, he'll shoot the three. He'll miss that one. Tari Eason getting the rebound over to Aaron Holiday. He only has 2 points in this game. Durant coming around, feeds it over to Şengün. Şengün with a little hook shot. That's good. Şengün has all 6 points so far here in the second half for the Rockets. That was actually how he started the game, scoring the first 6 points for the Rockets in the game. Lugan-Stort feeding it over to Jalen Williams for three. No good. Thompson coming down with the rebound. Alvin Thompson feeding it over to Alperen Şengün. Back over to Kevin Durant. Durant, he'll shoot a deep three. No good. Hartenstein coming down with the rebound. Get over to Lugan-Stort. Dort feeding it over to Holmgren. Back over to ASGA. Back over to Dort. He'll shoot the three. He'll miss the three. Durant coming down with the rebound here. Approaching 4.5 minutes of play here in the third. 4.5 minutes into the third quarter. Tari Eason feeding it over. 12 on the shot clock. Back to Şengün. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. Hartenstein with the rebound. SGA grabbing it. Feeds it back over to Jalen Williams. That's a J.A. Williams. Williams is going to go to the line, shooting two as Kevin Durant called for his first personal foul, first team foul. So the Thunder will have an opportunity to get their first points other than having them from beyond the arc. Thunder outscoring the Rockets 18-6 right now in the third quarter. The Rockets, as I said, looking to try to get their first win of the series and guarantee a Game 5 back home. As Williams, that bucket's in there. The lead is up to 17 for the Thunder. And he'll sink them both. Lead back up to 18. They led by as many as 21 in the first half. Their largest lead in the second half was 20. And they're back over to Tari Eason, feeding it over to Kevin Durant. 5 minutes into the third quarter. Durant. He's coming around the layup. That is no good. Jalen Williams will grab the rebound. 15 on the shot clock. Williams coming around the layup. That's good. And the lead is up to 20 again. 19 points for this Jalen Williams, the J.A. Williams, the former first-round pick out of Santa Clara. Eason feeding it over to Şengün. Şengün finding it back over to Eason, back over to Holiday, as I said. Holiday struggling out on the court right now in this game, too. Feeds it over to Şengün. He'll shoot the two. That's no good. Holmgren grabbing a rebound. SGA has it. Feeds it back over to SGA. Layup. That's good. That's 17 for him in this game. And the lead is up to 22 now, their largest lead of the game. Wonder if the Rockets have another run left in them to try to get this game closer. Durant. That shot is good. That's 20 for Kevin Durant. On 9 of 19 shooting is minus 10 out on the court. As I said, Durant had 40 points in the Game 2 victory, averaging 36 for... Oh, and there's a block right there by Aaron Holiday. Right off of SGA, but since it was off of the Rockets, Thunder will retain possession here, still leading it by 20 here, as we will have substitution out on the court here. Cason Wallace checking in for Lugan-Stort for the Thunder. And for the Rockets, let's see here, as Holmgren has it, and that's Thompson, Durant, and I couldn't get really the lineup set here. Thompson, Durant, Jabari Smith Jr. out on the court, Tari Eason, and Şengün. So there's some slew of changes to a couple of players coming out on the court, but also position changes. Durant. Got 5 minutes to play in the third. Durant getting that shot up. That is good. That's 22 for him. 6 in the mid-range, and the Rockets within 20. He's it over to Chet Holmgren. Being guarded by Jabari Smith Jr. here. 13 on the shot clock. Feeding it over to Hartenstein. Hartenstein feeding it over to Jalen Williams. Williams will put the shot up. That's no good. Smith Jr. grabbing a rebound. Smith Jr. finds it back over to Thompson, over to Tari Eason. As I said, the Thunder have led wire to wire right now. Durant coming around with a layup. That is no good. Cason Wallace coming down with the rebound. Feeds it over to Jalen Williams. Over to Wallace. Back over to Holmgren. Holmgren. 8 on the shot clock. He'll put the layup in. That's good. And the lead is up to 22 again. Thunder shooting 48%. The Rockets at 42%. Both teams shooting below. Actually, no, the Thunder are shooting ahead of their shooting percentage from Game 2. Amin Thompson will miss that one. We will see Asar Thompson in a day or two, and that's going to go out of bounds. That will be Rockets ball. See, assists a game during the regular season. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 7.3. As we have another substitution out on the court here. Clint Capella checking into the game, as well as Josh Okogie. Kevin Durant will move to small forward. 22-point lead for the Thunder. Looking to try to win to get back into this game. As I said, the Rockets took the first 2 games. As you see, Durant bulldozes his way through. That's 24 for him. (28-12) right now. That's how much they're out rebound. Make that 30-12. That's how much the Thunder are outscoring the Rockets right now here. Under 3 to play here. Hartenstein, I believe that's 6 for him. Just around his average during the postseason. We see Durant coming around. That bucket is no good. Holmgren grabbing a rebound. SGA coming around. Oh, Amin Thompson with the block. However, it will still be Thunder ball with 17 on the shot clock as we have a timeout called. 2:29 to play in the third. The Thunder lead it by 22. Coming out of the timeout here, 2:29 to play in the third. We look at the lineup set here for the Thunder. Oh, we couldn't get anything for the Thunder. For the Rockets, let's see. Tate and Finney-Smith for sure will check into the game. Caruso. Yeah, Caruso, Kenrick Williams, Wallace, SGA, and Holmgren. So we definitely had some substitutions coming in. I see SGA coming around. Layup is good, and the lead is up to 24. Jabari Smith Jr. crossing the half-court line. Feeds it over to Jayshawn Tate. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Kenrick Williams grabbing a rebound. Alex Caruso has it. 2 minutes to play here in the third. And that's stolen by Finney-Smith. Finney-Smith over to Okogie. Okogie's going to go to the line, shooting 2. Cason Wallace called for his second personal foul, second team foul. Look at the scoring breakdown for OKC. 12 three-pointers made, 52 points off of assist. It looks like almost half of those three-pointers have been made here in this third quarter. That was part of like the 18-2 run, which the Rockets have not, or the Thunder have not looked back. Isaiah Joe checking back into the game for SGA. Cason Wallace will move the point guard. And for the Rockets, Reed Sheppard checks into the game, and that's good right there. 78-56. Don't think that's accurate. 4 of 6 right now. Got a little bit better. You see Hartenstein will shoot the 3. That's no good. Reed Sheppard grabbing a rebound. 90 seconds to play here in the third. Feed it over to Smith Jr. Back to Sheppard. Sheppard feeding it over to Dorian Finney-Smith. Feeds it over to Smith Jr. now. That is no good. Chet Holmgren grabbing a rebound. Cason Wallace grabbing the half-court, crossing the half-court line over to Caruso. 15 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to Holmgren. Holmgren And that layup is good, and the lead is up to 24 again. Chet Holmgren. Under 1 minute to play here in the third. 80-56, the Thunder on top here at Game 3 of this Western Conference Semifinals. Thunder, as I said, looking to try to get back into this series, guarantee Game 5. And whoa, look at that. Holmgren will have the block there, I should say. Wallace feeding it over to Caruso. Caruso back over to Chet Holmgren. We got 7 on the shot clock here. Holmgren. And that bucket is good. It's a 36-point lead here. 18.5 to play in the third. Shot clock is turned off right now. Shepard feeding it over to Okogie. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. And that will do it here. At the end of the third quarter, it is 82-56. Thunder on top. If you like what you see, hit the like button, comment on this video, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do come out. We'll be back in the fourth quarter right after this. Get ready to start the fourth quarter here in Houston, but before then we have State Farm assist of the game. That will go to, I can't really see the State Farm assist of the game, who I could give it to, but State Farm is a proud sponsor of NBA2K26. Finney Smith will inbound it to Shepard. He's out on the court, as well as Shingun. As you see, Shepard will shoot the 3. That's good. Caruso, Wallace, Williams, Dort, and Jalen Williams. And the J.A. Elian Williams. So Kenrick and Jalen Williams out there. 82-56 was the score. And you see Caruso will shoot the 3. That is no good. Finney Smith will get the rebound here. So the Thunder were able to outscore the Rockets, I would say 36-14 in that third quarter. Smith Jr. back-to-back threes, and the Rockets within 20. One minute into the fourth quarter here. Jalen Williams will shoot the 3. That is no good. Finney Smith grabbing a rebound. Feeds it over to Smith Jr. He'll shoot the 2. That's good. That's a modest 8-0 run, and the Rockets within 18. They did have a 19-2 run to end the quarter, and the half, as I say, and there's a miss right there. Finney Smith feeds it over to Reed Shepard. Over a minute and a half into the fourth quarter, 82-64. Shepard coming around. That is not going to fall in, and Caruso will come down with the rebound. Kason Wallace. A 15 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Jalen Williams, the J.A. Elian Williams, over to Lugan Dort. Dort feeding it over to Kenrick Williams, and that is no good. Reed Shepard grabbing a rebound there. Over 2 minutes into the fourth quarter. Jabari Smith Jr. feeds it over to Finney Smith. Finney Smith feeds it over to Shepard. He'll shoot the 3. That's in there! Reed Shepard, and we have a timeout called. An 11-0 run to start the fourth quarter by the Rockets, and they are now within 15. We'll take a timeout, 9:37 to play in the fourth. And we are back. Coming out of timeout here, 9:37 to play here. Kevin Durant checking back into the game. As you see, Allie LaForce reporting. We don't know what the report is about because guess what? You have me instead of the game commentary on as Dort will inbound it to Jalen Williams, the J.A. Elian Williams. I have to keep reminding everybody. That shot is good. That will end that 15-0 run. 21 points for Williams in this game. He actually matches his game 2 total here. 84-67. We got 10 on the shot clock here. I think he needs to show some sense of urgency and try to attack the bucket. And that bucket is good for Kevin Durant. That's 26 for him. Lead back down to 15. As we're over 3 minutes and under 9 minutes of play here in the fourth, I should say. Kenrick Williams feeding it over to Jalen Williams. Feeds it back over to Alex Caruso. Over to Kenrick Williams. Caruso, he'll shoot the three. He'll miss the three. Şengün with the rebound. Coming around. Durant. 14 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Reed Shepherd. 10 on the shot clock. Durant, he'll shoot the three. He'll miss it. Kenrick Williams will get the rebound. Over to Dort. Back over to Wallace. Wallace back over to Kenrick Williams. Williams will feed it over to Jalen Williams. Williams feeds it back over to Wallace here. 4 on the shot clock. Wallace will shoot the three. No good. Şengün will grab the rebound. Smith Jr. has it for Finney Smith. Finney Smith feeds it over to Reed Shepherd. Feeds it back over to Finney Smith. Over to Kevin Durant. 10 on the shot clock. They need to get something going here. You got to attack if you want to stay in this game. 4 on the shot clock. Shepherd will shoot the three. He'll make the three. That's a 16-2 run to start this quarter, and it's 84-72 now. Jalen Williams, and that's going to be a turnover, out of bounds, Rockets ball. Substitution, Hartenstein checking back into the game. So it is Wallace, Dort, Caruso, Williams, and Hartenstein. And for the Rockets, Amen Thompson checks back into the game. Kevin Durant. He'll put the three up. That's no good. That's tipped, and Hartenstein will come with the rebound there. Oh, man, how this crowd would have been loud. And that is stolen by Amen Thompson after a tip right there. Smith Jr. is going to go to the line. And it's only a 10-point game now. 18-2. The Rockets have outscored the Thunder right now to start this fourth quarter. 15 on the shot clock. Jalen Williams coming inside. He'll feed it over to Lugan Stewart. Over to Wallace. He'll shoot the three. No good. Şengün grabbing the rebound. Over to Dorian Finney-Smith. Back to Smith Jr. Over to Thompson. Thompson just thought about it for a second. He's going to hold on to it. Fading over to Durant. Durant coming around. Missing it. Durant. That is no good. Hartenstein grabbing the rebound. Over to Lugan Stewart. Dort feeding it over to Wallace. 14 on the shot clock. We're about halfway through the fourth quarter here. 10 on the shot clock. Lugan Stewart feeding over to Caruso, over to Hartenstein. 5 on the shot clock. 10-point lead now. Williams will shoot the three. That's in there. Jalen Williams, huge three. They needed that one. Oh, boy, did they need that one. Smith Jr. feeding it over to Durant. Back over to Şengün. 5.5 to play here in the fourth. Durant, that bucket is no good. Lugan Stewart grabbing the rebound. Crossing the half-court line. Jalen Williams feeds it back over to Wallace. Wallace over to Dort. Dort back to Williams. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. Dorian Finney-Smith grabbing the rebound. Finney-Smith feeds it over to Smith Jr. Back over to Durant. 5 minutes of play here in the fourth. 87-74. The Thunder on top. Durant. That shot is no good. Caruso grabbing a rebound. Feeds it over to Caruso. Back over to Wallace. Wallace to Jalen Williams. Williams. That shot is good. Jalen Williams with another bucket. The Thunder shooting 37 of 80. The Rockets 31 of 75. They'll lead up to 15 again. They led by 26 to start the quarter. Şengün. He should have just got the shot up. I think he would have made it. Feeds it over to Durant. 4 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Smith Jr. Smith Jr. will shoot the three. That's no good. A surprise they didn't call foul there. But if I'm the Rockets, I would just start taking the shots as quickly as I can. Do not let the... I wouldn't let the shot clock run down here. That's how you keep yourselves from winning a game. Durant will shoot the three. That's no good. Hartenstein coming down with the rebound. Lead up to 15. 18-7 actually right now. Make that 18-9 now as Williams with the bucket. That's 28 for him, and the lead is up to 17. Feeds it over to Jabari Smith Jr. Feeds it over to Finney Smith. 10 on the shot clock. Smith Jr. will shoot the three. That's no good. Hartenstein coming down with the rebound. And there, the Caruso. Wallace, he'll shoot the three. He'll make the three, and the lead is up to 7-20 again. That's a 10-0 run by the Rocket, or by the Thunder, I should say. Timeout, Rockets. 2:52 to play in the fourth. They're up by 20. Thunder on top by 20. We'll be back. Coming out of timeout here, as we look at the player of the game, Jalen Williams, and I hate when they just prematurely give the player of the game out. Anybody else also find that irritating when they just give the player of the game out like that and we still got like 2-3 minutes left of the game? It's basically telling you that there's no way any team's coming back and winning the game. Durant will inbound it. Feeds it over to Durant. 14 on the shot clock. Durant. He'll put the shot up. That is no good. Hartenstein grabbing the rebound. You hear the crowd getting restless here at the Toyota Center. The Thunder, though, 2.5 minutes away from getting their first win of the series and guaranteeing at least a Game 5 back at Oklahoma City. SGA will miss that one. Kevin Durant grabbing a rebound. Feeds it over to Şengün. Back over to Thompson. Back to Eason. He'll shoot the three. He'll miss the three. The Rockets never led in this game. It was dominating. I mean, there was two big spurts by the Rockets to try to get to within a certain point, as you see the three by Holmgren. And the lead is up to 23 on a 13-0 run. Şengün. Feeds it over to Durant. He'll shoot the three. That's good. That will end the 13-0 run, but it might be too little too late for the Rockets. You had a 19-2 run to end the first half. That cut a 21-point lead to only a 4, and then you had an 18-2 run. That cut a 26-point lead to 10 to start this fourth quarter, but now it's a 15-2 run for the Thunder to go up by 22 again. Şengün. He'll put the shot up. That's good. And where was that urgency there? That's 15 for him. What was that urgency earlier? Instead of just letting the shot clock run down. So Dort will shoot the three. That is no good. So as well, much as OKC dominate this game, Houston just made some bonehead decisions by not shooting the three or not attacking the bucket early in the shot clock. I see that shot by Durant is good. Jalen Williams with the bucket, 101-82. So OKC will reach the century mark. For OKC, this is important. They get the win. Şengün will miss that one. Hartenstein coming down with the rebound. Shot clock still on. Thunder fans, get on your smartphones. Check your social media, Thunder on social media account. Find out when Game 5 tickets will go on sale, because we are guaranteed to have a Game 5. Williams will shoot the three. Oh, wow. They didn't have to do them like that, but it is a final. We will have a Game 5 in Oklahoma City. The Thunder will win 104-82. They are back in this game. They're back in the series. It's time for the post-game player statistics brought to you by 2K Sports. We start off, of course, with the home team, Kevin Durant. For the Houston Rockets, Kevin Durant, 32 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and a block. Alperen Sengun from the 15 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists. Jabari Smith Jr., 12 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. Reed Shepherd, 11 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist from off the bench. Then we got Amen Thompson, 6 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, and a block. Aaron Holiday, 2 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists, and 1 block. Then followed by Atari Easton with 2 points, 5 rebounds. Josh Okogie with 2 points, 2 rebounds. Clint Capella, 1 assist. Dorian Finney-Smith, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. Jay Sean Tate only had 1 steal in 4 minutes of play. Steven Adams, Jeff Green did not play for the Houston Rockets. And now for the victorious Oklahoma City Thunder. Jalen Williams with 30, that's the J.A. Williams, 33 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. SGA with 21 points, 2 rebounds, 9 assists. Chet Holmgren, 21 points, 12 rebounds, 1 assist. Lugan Stort, 18 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. Isaiah Hartenstein, 6 points, 15 rebounds, 2 assists. Followed by Kaysen Wallace with 5 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block. Alex Caruso with 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Isaiah Joe, no stats in 5 minutes of play. Kenrick Williams with 3 rebounds. Thomas Sorber, and I believe Ousmane Dieng, if that's how you pronounce his name. I keep trying to figure out how to pronounce his name. As well as the Jaylin Williams had no stats at all. Then you got AJ Mitchell, Nikola Topic did not play for the OKC Thunder. And that will do it for your post-game player statistics. And we are back in the Eastern Conference for our next video. Game 3, Hawks and the Magic from Orlando. The Hawks have a 2-0 lead. They took care of business at home. The Hawks still remain the only undefeated team in the postseason right now. They are a perfect 6-0. They have won 6 games in a row. Took care of the Heat with no problem. It looks like right now they are taking care of another Florida team with no problem. But we have Game 3 is in Orlando. So next video, Hawks Magic from Orlando, Game 3. Be there or be squared. If you like what you see, hit the like button, comment on this video, and don't forget hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so yet, as well as hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do come out. And if you look in the description down below, there will be a link to my Cash App where you can donate, as well as where you can find me on X and Instagram. And with that, I want to remind everybody the final score of the game. The Oklahoma City Thunder get their first win of the series. They guarantee themselves at least a Game 5 at home. The Rockets still lead the series 2-1. The Thunder win 104-82. I am Vinny from vdubproductions, and I am signing off.